The college football playoff starts tomorrow with a banger. Alabama at Oklahoma. The Crimson Tide are the first three-loss team to make the playoff, the last loss being a beatdown by Georgia in the SEC title game. They also lost to the Sooners in November, and rumors are swirling around that their coach might bolt to Michigan. A lot of noise ahead of this one. It's our take two.
Quarterback's a hard position to play, maybe the hardest position in sports, if the people around you don't play well.
I just don't think that Alabama, at the line of scrimmage from an offensive perspective, can handle this defensive unit enough.
And if they can do that, I think Ty's very capable of, getting back to where he was somewhere in the middle of the season when he was playing outstanding.
I could easily make the case to you, just like I did a month and a half ago, that if this, and this happens, I think Bama wins by double digits. The ifs are in all caps for me right now.
I don't see how Alabama can score more than 20 points.
They better win this damn game.
For Alabama, Ty Simpson, they talk about injuries late down the season. 3 weeks is a long time to get healthy. That's a long time, especially for these young lads, to get feeling better. I think we're going to see the best out of both of these teams.
And the one thing about Oklahoma and Brett Venables' team down the stretch is they've played with a lot of effort, a lot of want to, a lot of desire. And so I have a lot more faith in what they can be and what they can do in the playoffs than Alabama.
College football analyst Trevor Matich is with us now, right by the touchscreen. So we're about to get a little X and OZ. Trevor, why will this matchup with Ty Simpson against this Oklahoma defense matter?
Oh, when they played in the regular season, Oklahoma won by 2 points, but they did it with 3 turnovers. So let's take a look at what was the key play in the game and show you how Oklahoma did this, because they were absolutely diabolical. Now, this looks on first blush like it is a rush, unblocked, and it forces an errant throw by the quarterback, right? And it's returned for a touchdown. Now, old story, you don't pick up the blitz, the quarterback's not ready for it. The thing is, let's take another look, because the quarterback was ready for it. That's not the diabolical thing. Let me show you what was totally evil about what Oklahoma did here. Okay, so they've got 2 guys here, and the nose guard is going to slide over to that side. So Alabama's going to block all 3 of those guys. The problem is that these 2 guys are going to fall out. So when that happens, you've got 3 guys for Alabama blocking 1 right here, and there's nothing that they can do about those 3 guys. They're completely wasted. That leaves 1 guy unblocked. But does that mean the quarterback isn't ready for it? No, the quarterback is ready, because he knows where he wants to throw the ball. He's got a receiver right here against soft coverage on an in route, and the quarterback's just going to make that throw, right? Well, this is where the diabolical part comes in, because Oklahoma will invert the safety in the corner. The corner is going to go where the safety used to be. The safety is going to go where the corner used to be, and the safety is going to bump this receiver. So take a look at what happens when that happens. Boom. The receiver is now bumped. He can't get to the ball sails behind, and that's why it's intercepted. So we spend a lot of time looking at the blitz, right?
Awesome.
They draw protection to the left. The offensive line blocks to the left. They bail out. Somebody comes unblocked. Quarterback Ty Simpson is ready for it. The problem was when they inverted the safety in the corner, that's what caused the pick 6, and that's what Alabama will have to do a better job of dealing with the second time around.
He's so good at that, right?
That game gets things started on the playoff slate. Here's a look at the other matchups on Saturday. James Madison and Oregon kick off at 8 p.m. Eastern in Eugene. Tulane and Ole Miss will meet at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. And to get things started, Miami will be in College Station to face Texas A&M on ABC at noon Eastern. So, Trevor, what will this Miami-Texas A&M matchup come down to?
Which quarterback, Jay, handles pressure the best? Because both have turned the ball over under pressure, but they've got a different problem. Because Carson Beck of Miami is a pocket passer. And so the terrific pass rush of Texas A&M will be coming after him. He's like a stationary target. I'm not saying that the Statue of Liberty would beat him in a 40-yard dash, but he wouldn't win by much. And so you've got the A&M pass rush, which leads the nation with 41 sacks, coming after what amounts to a stationary target. Now, for Texas A&M, it's the opposite situation. Miami also has one of the best pass rushes in the nation, but Marcel Reed, the Texas A&M quarterback, is an electrifying runner. He's not stationary back there, and Miami will have to prioritize keeping him in the pocket rather than going after him and sacking him in the pocket. That will give Reed more time to throw, and if Miami does open up lanes in that pass rush, Reed will take off. And so we've got two quarterbacks that struggle under pressure, but there's two different problems for the pass rushers coming after.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch that game. Gonna be a great one. Texas A&M currently favored just by 3.5 points. Thank you, Trevor.
And with that, we welcome you inside College Football Live. EJ Manuel, Sam Acho, I'm Zubin Mehenti. We are on the eve of the second and maybe last 12-team playoff. We'll wait to see. And the theme of this weekend's first-round games Friday and Saturday, 2 of the 4, are first-round rematches from the regular season. We're going to dig into both of those here. Let's start with Friday's opener between Alabama and Oklahoma. They met in week number 3, yards rumbling in, OU up at the half. Daniel Hill takes Alabama from a deficit to a. They win. DeBoer on the keys to the rematch.
We got to play physical. We got to continue to play smart. We do a good job being disciplined. Penalties, for the most part, we had in the Iron Bowl, we had more penalties than normal. We're gonna have to convert on third down, stay on the football field. Field position is important. Defensively, to me, it's about identification, and then we just got to tackle and do our job to make sure we keep Mateer, under wraps, because he can do so many things, not just with his arm, but with his feet.
That said, guys, let's dig into it a little bit. You kind of just heard what DeBoer said in terms of sort of corralling Mateer, if possible. EJ, we ran through the highlights. It was a defensive-inspired effort that OU had to get the victory. What are they going to have to do this time around to keep Mateer under wraps? Because you can't assume he's going to struggle the way he did in that first matchup about 4.5, 5 weeks ago.
Well, sure, Zubin. I mean, Alabama knows they're going to have to prepare for John Mateer's run game, but I think that's the key to the success for Oklahoma in this game. And don't get me wrong, the defense did play great. They created 3 turnovers in that game. They also had a pick 6 with Eli Bowen. But John Mateer played okay, and I'm talking about okay in the pass game. He only had 138 passing yards, but he still made winning football plays. You saw him run the football in for a touchdown, but he also didn't turn the ball over. So that's going to be the big key. Can he run the football at a high clip, keep Bama's front 7 off balance, and then also take good care of the football? Keep this in mind, too. He's at home, fellas, so there's not a lot of pressure on Mateer as far as the loudness on third down. But I just believe in this type of game where it's going to be close, the quarterback must be able to take care of the football and run the rock.
And one great way to have a quarterback take care of the football is by protecting that quarterback. There have been so many conversations about the pressures and the sacks on Ty Simpson, but I'm here to tell you that all those pressures and sacks given up may not only be on Ty Simpson. Let's turn on the tape to the last game that Alabama played versus Georgia and to see what they can do differently. Let's start with some of the pressures given up. This is going to be a sack early in the game. Daniel Hill's a backup running back, a sophomore. Michael Carroll, true freshman, at tackle. The defensive end's going to go inside. Carroll's supposed to stay inside of him, and then all of a sudden the linebacker's supposed to be for the running back. But there's going to be a miscommunication. Look at the eyes of Hill. He's thinking, I got the outside guy, right? But Michael Carroll's wrong. One of them's wrong. Sack in that game versus Georgia. Then later on, it's not just the sacks, it's the pressures. Now we'll go to a backup tight end and Caleb Edwards, a true freshman on the left side with Caden Proctor, one of the leaders of the team. Edwards has to be tighter and more physical on this chip. Caden Proctor has to get out quicker. All of a sudden, it's a soft chip. Caden Proctor's weak in the pocket right there, and there's going to be a pressure. 4 sacks and 13 pressures in the game. You might say, okay, well, that's Georgia. What does it matter? Well, Jam Miller, the starting running back who's a senior, he may be coming back. And then also the starting tight end, Josh Cuevas, who is a senior as well, may be